Welcome to the Alchemist Show.
Hello, I am Brianna with a couple of movie sneak peeks. From Legendary Pictures, the movie Seventh Son is coming to theaters February 6, 2015. The director is Sergei Bobrov. It stars Ben Barnes as Tom Ward, Julianne Moore as Mother Melican, and Jeff Bridges as Master Georgie. Young Thomas is apprenticed to the local spook to learn to fight evil spirits. His first great challenge comes when the powerful Mother Melican escapes her confinement while the spook is away. Will Thomas stand up to do his duty and save his village, or will he quit and let Mother Melican reign? Altogether, I think this is going to be one of the best movies this year. It is a real awesome action-packed movie about demons, dragons, and a young man who has to save the world he loves from these dark beings that are trying to take it over. What is not to love? Walt Disney brings a new take on the classic Cinderella. It comes to theaters March 13, 2015. It is directed by Kenneth Branagh. It stars Lily James as Cinderella, Harley Altwell as Cinderella's mother, Helena Carter as fairy godmother, Richard Madden as Prince Charming, Kate Blanchett as Lady Tremaine, Sophie McShera as Drusilla, and Holliday Granger as Anastasia. After young Ella's mother's death, her father marries an evil woman named Lady Tremaine, adding her and her evil daughters, Drusilla and Anastasia, to the family. Not long after her dad dies, her evil stepsisters and stepmother make her do all the chores in the home and call her Cinderella. All poor Ella wishes to do is go to the ball and find true love. But her evil stepmother tells her no, and she runs to the garden and cries. Then her fairy godmother comes and grants her wish to go to the ball and find true love. But will he find her again and save her from her evil stepmother? I think this retelling of Cinderella is the best telling of the true love story between the young and beautiful Ella and the cute and charming Prince Charming. Insurgent, coming out March 20th, 2015. Directed by Robert Schwentke, starring Shailene Woodley as Beatrice, Ansel Elgort as Caleb, and Theo James as Four. The studio it was produced in was Summit Entertainment. Beatrice Pryor must confront her inner demons and continue her fight against a powerful alliance, which threatens to tear her society apart with the help of Four and others on her side. I think even though losing her mother and her father in the first one, Beatrice is still pretty awesome and still kicks some major butt in the sequel to Divergent.
Universal Pictures brings us The Boy Next Door on January 23, 2015. It stars Jennifer Lopez, Ryan Guzman, Bailey Chase, Ian Nelson, and Rob Cohen. Shortly after her divorce, a woman has an affair with her young neighbor across the street. The guy soon becomes overly possessive and becomes her stalker. I think this movie is beyond creepy. It looks like a great movie with some great thrills and chills. Lionsgate brings us the movie Mordecai, also on January 23, 2015. It stars Johnny Depp, Ian McGregor, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Paul Bettany. The director is David Coop, who wrote the screenplay for the first Spider-Man. An art dealer looks for a stolen painting linked to a lost bank account filled with Nazi gold. Depp plays the title character Mordecai, who is a cross between Austin Powers and James Bond. I think This is exciting. It looks good for a comedy. Pan comes out July 24, 2015, starring Levi Miller, Hugh Jackman, Garrett Hudlin, and Rooney Mara, directed by Joe Wright in the studio of Warner Brothers. An orphan is spirited away to Neverland and finds his destiny to become Peter Pan. This movie is sure to be the best of my three. I can't wait to see it.
Are you interested in help creating the next wave of amazing movies and TV shows? Do you strive to be a news reporter or a news anchor? Well, then the digital media class at Perryville Career Center is what you've been looking for. This class provides a wide selection of different skills that can help you in many job industries. From editing to animation, and from podcast to making your own music, this class gives you the chance to make some of your wildest ideas come to life. Every movie, TV show, podcast, and even ads have a huge production team behind them. Our instructor, Mr. Cook, has 19 plus years of experience and also gives us supplies and equipment that can help us with our skills. This class is available for 2 semester classes a year for 2 years and is offered at the Perryville Career and Technology Center. For additional information, please contact Stan Cook by phone at 573-547-7500 or by email at scook@perryville.mo.us. Remember, the future of media is waiting. Will you be making it?
Hey, John here with some new movies that will be coming out to theaters soon. The first movie I'll be talking about is Hot Tub Time Machine 2. It will be coming out February 20th, 2015. It has a host of stars from the first one, including Adam Scott, Chevy Chase, and Craig Robinson. It is directed by Steve Pink, who did the last movie. This movie is from Paramount and follows the story that left off in the first one. Only now they have to go back in time again to fix things, but it just makes everything worse. This looks like a fun comedy that may be even better than the first one. The next movie I'll be talking about is a more serious movie coming out called Black Hat. It will be released January 16th of 2015. It stars Chris Hemsworth, Will Tang, and Viola Davis, and is directed by Michael Mann and is from Universal. It is about a hacker convict that is hired to hunt down a dangerous cybercrime network before it causes worldwide panic. There has been a lot of hacker movies out lately, but this looks like one of the best. And now for the disturbing horror movie coming out called The Lazarus Effect, starring Evan Peters, Olivia Wilde, and Sarah Bolger. It is directed by David Gilb and is from Lionsgate. It is about a group of scientists who find a way to bring living things back to life. But it backfires when one of them tries to bring his girlfriend back, but something comes with her. To me, this looks like an interesting play on the Frankenstein and playing God story that some horror movies use. It looks like a fine and creepy paranormal movie.
Wintertime is a very beautiful time of year. However, even the most beautiful things can be deadly and extremely expensive. There are many ways to save energy and conserve heat in the summer months, but what about in the winter? Here are some tips for keeping your house warm for less money during the winter. Check caulk cracks near the fireplace, doors, windows, and floors. These cracks allow airflow from outside into your house, and during the winter, that means that the cold invades your warm home. Even a small crack in caulk can increase your electricity bill by 5%. These cracks can be fixed very easily and for cheap. You can even just go to your local Home Depot.
Hi, Matthew here. Talk about some of these new movies coming out soon. First movie I'm going to talk about is The Wedding Ringer, which is coming to theaters January 16th, 2015. This movie is about Doug Harris, who is a lovable but socially awkward groom-to-be with a problem. He has no best man. With less than 2 weeks to go until he marries the girl of his dreams, Doug is referred to Jimmy Callahan, owner and CEO of Best Man Inc., a company that provides flattering best men for socially challenged guys in need. What ensues is a hilarious wedding charade as they try to pull off the big con, and an unexpected budding bromance between Doug and his fake best man, Jimmy. The director of The Wedding Ringer is Jeremy Gerlich. It stars Kevin Hart, Josh Gad, and Kaylee Cuoco Sweeting. It is a Sony Pictures production and is rated R. Next movie I'm going to talk about is Kingsman: The Secret Service, coming to theaters February 13th, 2015. This movie is based upon the acclaimed comic book and directed by Matthew Vaughn. Kingsman: The Secret Service tells the story of a super-secret spy organization that recruits an unrefined but promising street kid into the agency's ultra-competitive training program, just as a global threat emerges from a twisted tech genius. This movie stars Colin Firth, Michael Caine, Taron Egerton, and Samuel Jackson. It is a 20th Century Fox Film Corporation production and is rated R. The last movie I'm going to talk about is What We Do in the Shadows, which is also coming to theaters February 13th, 2015. This movie follows the lives of Viago, Deacon, and Vladislav, three flatmates who are just trying to get by and overcome life's obstacles like being immortal vampires who must feed on human blood. Hundreds of years old, the vampires are finding that beyond sunlight catastrophes hitting the main artery and not being able to get a sense of their wardrobe without a reflection, modern society has them struggling with the mundane, like paying rent, keeping up with the chore wheel, trying to get into nightclubs, and overcoming flatmate conflicts. The directors of this movie are Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi. It also stars Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi and Jonathan Brugg. It is a Unison Films production and is rated R. That's all we have for today. Thanks for listening.